And I think I named this one Akashic Aliens and Allies. Okay? So this is kind of like a continuation of earlier. And something just told me to, I was cleaning up so I can do another video or whatever. And something told me to leave this layout here. So I feel like, you know, somebody, I'm feeling like this is the energy of, you know, the gods and the ancestors or something like this. So, again, you know, the Empress is being kept out of very important decisions that's being made about her life, her love life, whatever may be willed to her, who's in her energy field, who has access to her body or her vassal, all right? Who's calling the shots without her permission, who has made false accusations about someone's mental status or other things in order to try to gain some type of control of a situation here. Again, the Empress is really not concerned because, again, there's some concerns there. It's her garden. She waters it. I was just thinking, somebody was saying channeled message, right? So I was looking up the word channeled. And we're going to go ahead and look at it real quick, all right? Because, you know, people be thinking I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? So, again, we're back on that capital dome energy. So, again, this is anybody trying to take advantage of me or this situation. These people have been doing this for far too long, and I refuse to sit by and allow this to happen. It makes it seem as though there's animosity or something like that on my side, but it's just not. It's what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and somebody's doing something here behind the scenes to cause calamities in someone's life. And again, it bothers me that this could be coming from, again, the gods, the ancestors in some alien form here, working against a certain entity. I feel like somebody is thinking no one woman or man should have all that power. So they decided to come up with a scheme to break down someone or break down their, I feel like this has to do with somebody's stability here. Someone looks at somebody as some way because they have not, in somebody's eyes, someone has not, I feel like the thing is, this is a discrimination against, like I said, women that dedicated their lives to caring for home and their children, right? They may not be perfect, but these are women that have put in the time. And so I feel like that, I think that just really bothers me because, again, these are women that have been used and held on to and harnessed and fed off of, you know, silently. They may not have known, you know what I'm saying, that there was some portion of society that may have been indebted to them, that there was some debts or something that should be owed to them, right? And I'm not even talking about just mothering home, but just being mothers to certain communities and movements and things like this. Being those OGs in certain movements that got people to where they are today. I'm hearing that energy, I am the Lord, you know, your God who brought you out of Egypt, right? So again, Egypt can be a form of slavery, but it can also be, you know what I'm saying, a place. It can also be, you know, I guess a person. I mean, in this day and age, but I want to go ahead and look at channeling because a lot of people say they channel their messages, all right? So I feel like, you know, people ain't used to somebody that actually is bringing some intellect into certain communities, the tarot community, indigenous community, or whatever, okay? Because people can just come up with these keywords and they have these secret groups or cults or these secret things and they make it look one way. And I'm the motherfucker that come in and kick open the gate and say, what's going on here? Well, let's examine this for a minute, right? To see what these people are actually really doing, or some of them. Some of these people are very well gifted. I can tell one when I see one, when I hear them, all right? So, again, I feel like this started off hunky-dory, and then people started to cast spells and hexes and cast their opinions about others and serpents in the ears of father energies, okay? These serpentine, you know, like I said, full rain women, whether they're men or women, okay? These certain groups that look down on women or don't like to see powerful so-called women with the womb in positions of power. This is something that must change. If people are worried about global warming, then these are some of the things to consider, because we're talking about the Mother Earth or Gaia energy. These gods grace the earth in increments or throughout the test of time, throughout certain, like you might be going through a reset or whatever now. They're gracing the grounds here. So again, these might be bloodlines that you stem from. So then you're going to be carrying those characteristics or those traits. All right. So again, it's kind of looking at it from another level instead of just taking someone's word for it. We have to, again, I bring that dynamic to what the ancestors were doing, what American Indians were doing, what so-called Africans that are really mostly American Indians, what tribal things they were doing. Okay, there's others that also do this, but I feel like I bring a spiritual and not religious, a spiritual and biblical testimony to the dynamic. A living God energy, those that are going to prophesy in these particular times. Okay. So again, we have, I'm hearing this river runs through energy, okay? And it says early 14th century, a bed of a stream or of water. So when we're talking about these waters energy, again, there is something about, I don't know, I'm hearing purifying, or there's something about a certain water. So this is also giving me Queen of Cups energies, the organic Queen of Cups energies. Some of them are just people that stalk people all day and watch them and come up with assessments. They may be studying psychiatry, or they may be studying these particular things, and this makes them a good, for society, this makes them a good conductor of this type of message here. So these people may be very smart. Some people may have law degrees, whatever. There's people that are very smart, intelligent, and crafty at doing what they're doing here, okay? Like I said, there's no question about it that whatever it is, the Queen of Cups is someone who looks into a well or looks into a cup, the Holy Grail or that Capitol Dome. And that's where most of their shit stems from, right? The Capitol Dome is going to be that energy of a God energy. That will be where a well or some place where a God will sit. Maybe even we're talking about in the clefts of the rocks. This may be also an energy, like I said, dealing with the pineal gland, okay? I don't know why I'm hearing calcified and not, okay? But anyway, all right? So again, this bed or stream of water, a bed of waterways, a tube, a pipe, a gutter, okay? Grooves, channel, water pipe. Let's see. That by which something passes or is transmitted, okay? Information, commerce, etc. Meaning a circuit for telegraph. So we're talking about, again, telepathic, telegraph, telecommunications in general, okay? Telepathy, telepathic energy, okay? Probably led to that of band of frequency for radio or TV signals. Okay, so again, it probably led to that of band. So again, when we're talking about banding or bands or banding, or even when they call the Indian tribes bands, okay? You see what I'm saying? Knowing the story is very wise when it comes to this type of energy here, all right? Again, you have people that are professionals at feeding off of other people and feeding off of other people's energies, their lives, going in and trying to manipulate a situation or construct something here. And then they watch from the sidelines. They create trauma, again, like I said, or drama. Again, it's problem, reaction, solution. Somebody like a government or a secret society or a cult or a group creates a problem. Okay, you react to it. They see what they're gonna get from you, and then they come in with a solution. But usually that solution comes with other things. The solution comes with ties being made, third-party situations. Third-party situations can be situations with other people, right? But it could also be with corporations and nations. Okay. All right, so again, this energy to band something together. That means that you're tying something or taking a rubber band and getting like a bunch of sticks. I don't know why I'm hearing fascism, okay? All right, so again, it's something about banding together something here and creating a band or a communal, or what can you call it? A collective somewhat energy, okay? Soul tribe, soul siblings, that type of things. So when God was saying, go and look for the choices and the most abundant, people and kind of band them together. That could be in information, communication. It could be in finances. So we could talk about Queen and King of Wands energy, of swords, of cups, whatever. Even the King of Cups has that cup in his hand. That is the cup that's feeding all of those apples. How do we like those apples? Remember people used to say that? All right? That cup is fueling, or that fossil fuel, or that anointed cup, right? It kind of looked dried up because, these people are not allowed to see the full spectrum of that cup. So they're always trying to do things to bring out certain sides or do these things in order to cause, again, whether it's just projection or these are things that they're really doing. All right. This means in the sleep realm, other dynamics. Okay. Through 5G, whatever it would be. Okay. So again, they can only see a certain amount. Okay. This is why I feel like sometimes when it comes to that capital dump, people know what it is, right? People know what it is, but again, they don't see the full potential. And a lot of times it's because a lot of these people that they bring in to magnetize or bring towards this energy are also draining the energy. Okay? Because again, they are fueling or being fueled from that energy as well. All right? So again, this is the energy that we're talking about. Misusing that particular Ace of Cups energy, or that vassal, or that holy grail. All right, and draining it. So again, it has to continue to replenish itself. So somebody might be so-called lazy or sleepy or tired, or maybe even think that they have some type of sleep problem or something, but it's actually spiritual. Now, this could be something that can be a free-flowing, beautiful thing where the cup is replenishing itself. Again, somebody said gods are only worth, what you put into them. I don't believe that. But I feel like it is important to us. You can change the dynamic of a situation by trying to take that destiny or that something and place it with somebody else. But the thing is, it's not going to last. Because I feel like this time it needs to be stated that anybody that's cutting themselves off from these main energy forces, you're going to be cut off for good. There's no doubling back. There's no dipping back in the cup. There's no getting none and taking it to your wife like Adam and Eve in the garden. There's none of that shit. And I feel like what I'm sensing, and I'm telling you, this is something I've been sensing from the beginning. Don't even worry about it, because again, those wells will run dry. So I'm not worried about, it's not that I'm arrogant or cocky or anything. I'm not worried about anybody thinking they're going to do me wrong and run off somewhere and do something. That's why I'm not trying to grab onto nobody's fucking ankles. You know what it is, and it is what it is, okay? But anyway, my whole thing is, how long will people have to sit there and suffer at the hands of these people that are feeding and festering off of them? I'm talking, these people can tap, we got the Akashic energy here. So again, this may be, again, with this in reverse here, this may be other energy stepping in here, okay? And saying, no, enough is enough, okay? I feel like these people think they've gained whatever they needed, or we got this, we got all we need, or some shit like this. And I feel like they're going to be sadly fucking mistaken, all right? Because again, we got the Akashic field in reverse here. This could be also somebody stealing someone's Akashic energy, right? But I'm asking the universe, and what I'm sitting here meditating on today is don't allow them to do that, because that is the main thing that has allowed for these people to continue to do this type of work throughout the test of time. It's to a certain, when it's being abused, it's almost like that sacred energy, like they say natives or Indians would ask the earth before they take something. These people think it's a free-for-all. This is putting the earth in danger. It is causing other things. Like I said, just because I feel like with a lot of these women that came in the past, these muses or these women, they cut off the energy, again, when it comes to certain views or points of views, or even your subconscious here, because that's where that's like the devil's playground. That's where they can play around with certain things and cause you to react or to harbor or harness certain situations, or carry even that nine of wands energy, carrying on burdens here. Burdens that, again, like we saw earlier, you could be taken to the stake and burned for. So this is that scapegoating energy. This is that energy of child sacrifice. This is why we're talking about abortion and circumcision and castration and all these things, because it can mean of those extremities. It's something cutting off an extremity of something, but it also could be cutting off the cornerstone, or the one that the builders rejected, and they think they're going to get away with it. But like it says in the Bible, this is why I'm saying, everything is almost like, I'm telling you, from The Color Purple, everything you do, and it's not because, it's just because that's what the fuck is going to be, right? So I feel like, again, that's the energy that is being carried throughout the wind here today. Now, it's hot as hell out here, but the wind is still blowing, okay? So I feel like there is a presence of an energy of an earth, and somebody, an energy of the air here, okay? It could be air, an Aquarius energy, okay? But it just could be, like I said, air or heirs or royal heirs, or this might be even, I'm hearing even the energy of, I hear your brother's blood crying out to me from the soil, okay? This could be, again, someone harnessing the energy of a current or recent past one, over somebody who passed over, or somebody that is of old, all right? That is bringing in some type of information or something here. Everybody doesn't believe in these things. They don't have to. They're not going to matter. Doesn't matter. Either you have eyes to see, you see, and ears to hear and hear, or you don't. You got a soul, you know what I'm saying, and you can feel, or you don't. All right? But I feel like, again, it's enough is enough, and I feel like we're at that energy when somebody is stepping in. It says, good thing that I can't remember if it's the Lord or God or Christ or something step in, because it will not be anyone left. Right? So that means somebody is eating away. The devil is seeking to see who they can devour from certain family lines with this Kabbalic tree of life here. All right? These are people that smile in your face. They look very graceful, but their personal business is not being run through the mud here or given out to the public more than likely. Right? Those things are hidden. These are people that are going to try to exalt. Put lipstick on a pig, put jewels and nice things on and place them in front of you, while they will try to remove the foundation of the real emperor or empress and have them walking around looking busted and disgusted by using manipulation of energy and things like this, right? To make the world see someone in a certain light here. But again, some of us are empathic to the level where you can feel, you don't know who's spying on you. You don't know who's stalking you. You don't know who all these people are that's sending direct energy or Eight of Wands energy your way, but you sense it. It does something to the vassal. That's why these people, like, I feel like they were talking about something else with the border energy, but that's why those people are protected. But again, I feel like this is the energy where someone knows they have a gem or a jewel. They're either trying to keep it for themselves to keep it safe, you know what I'm saying, to utilize it, or somebody's trying to sweep someone underneath the rug to hide that energy so they can always double back and dip back into that energy, okay, and move on with another bitch and be living off that energy, okay, or even the family tree. Okay, so these are the strange fruits that hung themselves on trees and then use other ways to defile people's images, okay, and take over their prosperity, their peace, their love, their homes, their relationships, whatever it would be. All right, so we talking this whole thing. This is, like I said, it's spiritual, it's biblical, and it's the real shit. It's just the real deal what's going on, okay? All right, so it says part of a sea making a passage way between the land masses in a large strait. So again, land can also be talking about particular people or groups. Okay. All right. So again, this could be, like I said, I'm hearing can't get next to you. So this may be, again, a passage. This may have started off as a way to pass on information, like the Underground Railroad with these readers and seers and things like this, to get messages through in code, right? Keeping the code, right? But at some point in time, these people got haughty and they got, they ended up stopped caring about, again, where they were getting things from. They tried to spoil the energy here, try to harness the energy as if they can, okay? Or embody it fully, right? So you can only get so far because there's nothing like the real thing, okay? So again, like for my instance, I feel like energetically they sent different male energies into the sleep realm or something like this. In real life in the 3D, because men are very visual and they're pretty kind of, I won't say basic, but with their needs. Women are maybe a little bit more needy than men emotionally and shit like that. So again, all they need to do is grab somebody with a fat ass or something, you know, a couple of women that look good or something. I think that there's also, like I said, when these air energies, I think they like women with a certain mindset. They like to kind of like race your mind. You know, they like the way somebody might think. Some of these people are looking for individuals and will make you feel bad when you start standing into your power, and will say, you're not the same anymore. I found someone else that's sweet or something like that. But again, like I said, that whole 99% of me in real life is sweet. But you do not want to see that 1%. And anybody that's saying that they don't have a bad side in them or a side that will let somebody have it when they're being attacked, you're out of your mind. I don't go around attacking people or doing anything like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody come for me, I'm coming back. All right, so that's the spiritual essence, physical, emotional, biblical, whatever you got, you coming directly towards me, I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm gonna put that shit straight and I'm gonna go ahead and send it back to you, right? All right. And again, it's gonna be some additives in there that you can't comprehend. So, okay. Again, I feel like somebody thinks they've done damage to someone's physical body in order to cut off communication. But it's like you did that, but what's the deal when God is housed within you? What's the thing when you are in the Father and the Father is in you? What's the thing when you are gods or ye are gods? They can't do that. So you could have tried whatever you wanted to do, whatever you're trying to do with genital mutilation and these other spiritual or hidden aspects or occult information here to cut off somebody from, you know, some kind of circuit or something like this. But again, it's different when you are it. Okay? So we got channel here, okay? The verb, 1590s, to wear or cut channels in, okay? So it's to convey in a channel. Okay, so again, like I said, so think about this with people's YouTube channel, okay? So again, to cut channels. That's making me think about cutting communication here. We have canal, a tubular passage in the body through which fluid or solids pass. A pipe for liquid. Sound like your throat chakra or something, okay? A water channel, yeah. Or a gutter, yeah, your gut instinct or intuitive energy here. A water pipe, grove, okay, so yeah, okay, a channel and a reed, okay. So again, like I said, it's very funny how these people are hiding behind the scenes doing these things, but the Empress can still see. I may not see everything, but I can still sense, and I know when these people are plotting and protecting too, okay. I know when certain acts have been done or something is fake or somebody is trying to project something here, okay. We have artificial waterway for irrigations or navigation, all right, from 1690, or reed, okay? So there's something about this name Reed. I'm even thinking this last name Reed, okay? Something is very prominent about that energy. Also going back to that seminal energy we were talking about, well, shit, maybe about a month or two ago. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm hearing somebody could even be placing tubes in people some kind of way or something in order to slow down the flow of something here. I don't know, this might even have something to do with like a heart vessel. Maybe again, when we're talking about this will and testament or something, maybe we're talking about somebody that had somebody written in their will and somebody might have had heart disease or something wrong with their, with their veins or some type of, pumping of blood or something like this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and end that here. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and see what we're talking about. So again, when somebody's getting a channeled message, they're getting it from somewhere. Some people will say source, and some of them are getting it from a source, all right? Okay? It's just the one that benefits this small group of people that are trying to be the 1% in this next lifetime that's starting up right now. So it's almost cutthroat energy. So a queen of swords doesn't have to be somebody who is really ready to just cut somebody down or be aggressive. It's somebody that knows when to cut a cord when some shit is being turned into an infection. You see what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to go ahead and use this Native American deck. No, we're going to go ahead and use this deck here. We're going to just use the Rider-Waite. I only have one left that's just by itself here, okay? So we got a King of Cups in reverse, okay? Let's see. Yeah, maybe this King of Cups in reverse with all this blue here is talking about that. Maybe the King of Cups has something to do with this attack on somebody's Akashic record or stealing files from someone's Akashic records here. Okay, and that's why he may be in reverse. Okay, it may be again somebody that knew how to have that channel. You know what I'm saying? They may not be able to have access to it anymore, or they may have been cut off from access to a certain Akashic record. And it may have something to do, like I said, with these feminine energies. We'll see if these feminine energies come in here. Okay, because again, when I'm looking at the sun energy, there's two aspects. There's the sun and there's this child here and there's these sunflowers. But again, we got Akashic Library, number 2. The sun is in reverse, all right? So I don't know what aspect. It could be the colt, the horse, the white horse that's there, or the mare, okay? All right?